Hello again, and today I'll be showing you all how to make a bucket hat, hopefully. I'll be using this yarn with a 10mm hook, even though you're supposed to use 9. I don't care. So use whatever, and then you'll just have to follow the pattern. Okay, let's get started. The first thing we're going to have to do, I hate to say it, but it's going to be a magic ring. So take your tail, keep it long, wrap around these 2 fingers, so there's an X on top. See the X on top? Then we're going to shove our hook under the first, grab the second. The hook is facing down. We're going to twist it around so it stays a little bit. And then we're going to chain 1. And that's your magic ring. Now that we have that disaster out of the way, we're going to work on the tail side. And we're going to do 6 single crochets inside of our magic ring. Make sure to put that tail down there. Do 6 single crochets and I will get back to you. Okay, you got it. You should have your 6 single crochets, and we're going to pull the tail so that it closes. That's my favorite part. Pull the tail to close our ring. So now we're going to work on the top of the hat. We are going to make a big circle. So it doesn't matter what size yarn you're using. We are going to add 6 single crochets to each row. Here's how we're going to do it. First, we're going to start with an increase in each of these stitches. So 2 single crochets in each of our stitch for a total of 12 stitches in the first row. See how we increase it by 6 stitches because we're doing 2 in each? Okay, you're gonna pick up a theme going on here. So the first, or I guess this is the second row, we are going to do an increase in each stitch for 12 total stitches. So we just finished row 2. So row 3, remember we're adding 6 stitches to each row. So row 3, how we're going to do that, we're going to do the same pattern 6 times. We're going to do a single crochet and then an increase. So in the first stitch, do a single crochet. And then the second stitch, do an increase. And we will do that a total of 6 times for 18 stitches. So that was 3 stitches. So let's start over. Single crochet. And then an increase. So 2 in the same stitch. For a total of 18 stitches. You got it. So the end of round 3, we should have 18 stitches. I'm going to use a stitch marker now because I can't count. So in row 4, we're adding 6 more stitches. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do 2 single crochets and then an increase. So each row, we're doing like the same pattern. We're just adding an extra single crochet to each repeat. So 2 single crochets and then an increase. Okay, so we should have 24 stitches by the end of this because we're going to do that 6 times. So I'll do one more with you. 2 single crochets, and I'll leave the pattern on there. And then an increase in the next. 2 single crochets and an increase. You got it. Do it for a total of 24 stitches. Okay, on to the next round. Last time we did 2 single crochets and an increase. So for the next row, we're going to do 3 single crochets and then an increase 6 times for 30 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and then your increase. 4, 5. Do that a total of 6 times. It should be 30 stitches. We will keep adding rows to our circle until it fits the top of our head. So every time we're going to increase each row by 6 stitches, which means we are just going to add an extra single crochet into our pattern each time. So last row I did 1, 2, 3 single crochets and then an increase. So on this next row I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets and an increase. Okay? Should be a total of 36 stitches because last row my total was 30 stitches. Do you see that? I don't know if this is making sense. I hope it is. Maybe it's just I'm going to be a middle school math teacher, so I don't know if this is just making sense to me or I'm just going to stop rambling and you guys just keep going until the circle satisfies your head. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna stop. I did 48 in this last round, and it shouldn't cover your whole head, but you know, because it'll go out a little bit, but hopefully it looks something like this. Okay, let's get going. Guys, this next row is going to be crucial, so pay close attention. So in crochet, as we know, we have a front loop and a back loop. There's the front, there's the back. We are only going to be working in the back loops for this next row. So once you're satisfied with your circle and the way it fits your head, we are going to just single crochet all along the row in the back loops only. I'm going to use a stitch marker because I can't keep track of myself. Okay, so I'm just using a scrap piece of yarn, and then we're going to single crochet in the back loops only. So not this front loop, just the back. Do normal single crochets because we are normal people. So front loop, back loop, just through the back only, and then a normal single crochet. Front, back, back only, normal single crochet. Got it? Okay, you got it. See you soon. Hopefully you made it all around, and we should be getting this little lip here, a little ledge, whatever you want to call it. So after you're done with that whole row of back loops only, here's what we're going to do for a few more rows. We are just going to single crochet, not just through the back loop, but through both loops for a couple of rows until we're satisfied. I don't know how many that will be. I'll show you what it will look like, okay? So it should go, I think it might go down towards our eyebrows. I don't know, but we're just doing normal single crochets all around in both of the loops. Okay, no funny business. Both of the loops. I'll keep doing this for a little bit if you want to see what I'm doing. Both of the loops, a normal single crochet all the way around. While you're watching me, first off, I want to say I love my subscribers. Second off, I did not get the job at Red Robin, for anybody that was wondering, but I'm going to be working as a cashier at the Dollar Tree. So that's what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? I don't know. Okay, so just keep going around. I'm going to stop rambling, and I will see you in a few rows. So I did all my rows of single crochets. Guys, I have some buns in right now, so it's a little funny. So when you get to like about a little above your eyebrows, that's where I would stop. And let's keep going. Okay, we have to get serious now. So in this next row, what we're going to do, in only the front loops, so not the back loops, the front loops, so this loop here, we are going to do an increase in every single front loop for this next row only. So find your front loop and do one single crochet, and then we have to do another one in the same front loop. So we're going to, that's called an increase. We're going to increase stitch around the entire thing only through the front loops for one row. Did everybody get that? So we're going to do an increase in each stitch around the whole entire thing. Okay, I'll see you at the end. Boy, was that brutal. So should have like a rim of your hat forming that's a little scrunchy-runchy. Perfect. I'm sorry I made you guys go through that. This will be a lot less torturous. So for this next round, we are going to be working in both loops, front and back now, back to normal. And we are going to do this pattern all the way around. I'm going to use a stitch marker so I don't have to count because I don't care. We are going to do just a normal single crochet and then an increase. So 2 single crochets in the same spot all the way around. So we're going to do a normal single crochet and then 2 single crochets in the same stitch for the next one. Do that all the way around. You guys got it, okay? I don't want to bore you, so do that all the way around, and I will see you at the end. That was brutal as well, but once you're at the last stitch of that row, we are just going to slip stitch in the next stitch, grab our yarn, and if you're satisfied with the hat, which I am because I'm using bigger yarn probably, we're going to cut our thing and tie it off, and we are done. I'm done. I don't know about you, but I'm done. So let's see how this bad boy looks. Wait, you guys, this is actually so cute. I don't even know what to say. I just kind of made this up. I've been crocheting for 8 years, and I just like had an idea that was how you made a bucket hat, and this is actually really cute. Okay, enough rambling. Love you guys, love my subscribers. If I never see you again, then I hope you have a good life.